rubbing my earring. Happy Halloween, everybody! I'm so glad you guys came to join me tonight. Wow! What happened to you, Nicole? I grew some horns. Yeah. Oh, goodness. So, hi, everybody. My name is Artist Nicole. How are you doing? That's right. Happy Halloweening. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I own Artful Nights Maine, and I have decided that guess what? Right? That's right. Hold on, give me a second. All right, you guys, so I decided, guess what? I'm going to celebrate Halloween early. Yes. Hold on, I got to turn down my music. Why am I celebrating Halloween early? You can ask, let me tell you. The world is crazy. It's all about politics and Roni and everything else. So let's decide, okay, that for 2 hours we are going to have fun and we're going to think about all the things that we used to do when we were little kids. Like, remember the big pillowcase that we used to carry? You remember that? We used to carry it around the neighborhood with a sheet on our head and we were all good. Fill that sucker to the rim. Well, let's enjoy life again. That's what I decided. So, yeah. My rules are absolutely simple, okay, you guys? You come in, you eat at your house, you drink at your house, you grab the biggest glass of wine that you've ever had, have a fabulous night, and then we're going to paint. And what are we painting, you ask? The Spooky Ookie Owl. That's right. So much fun. And tonight, I'm going to teach you guys how to create. We're going to do some mixing tonight. And I'm going to teach you guys how to create some new colors. Look at that. I want to show you up close. Because every Halloween, every fall, I work and I create all these new colors with the colors that I have, the existing colors. Why? Because it's fun. That's why. And fall has its own little version. It has its own hue. It has its own life, so to speak. So tonight we're going to create some fun colors. We're going to paint this wicked cool Spooky Ookie Owl, and we are going to have some fun. Right? Yes. Hello, Amanda Lanning. How are you, honey? Oh, look at that. Kelly. Becky Ames. Hey, baby. Did you say you don't own this song? No, I do not own any of these songs, Facebook. Okay, so don't cut me off tonight. Goodness. Hello, Sharon Viola. What's happening? Sherry Stewart, Glenda Wilson. Yeah. Woo! Anita Robinson, Nancy Hogue, Dawn, Eddie, Kelly. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, let's see. So, what are we going to do tonight? First thing that we're going to do, okay, I am going to have you guys take your regular blue, okay? Now, what this is this, hello, Susan Hopper Trager. Hope I didn't hammer your name. Heather Yamaguchi. Hi, baby. So, what I want you to do at home, okay, grab your dark blue. Hello, Jennifer Henry, Nicole Graff, Joanne Murphy. Hey, what's happening? What I want you to do is grab that dark blue, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to squirt in a little of black. And you are going to make the most cool dark midnight blue that you can, okay? And you're going to need about a tablespoon of that. That's the first color mixing we're going to do. And I see something going on here about joining a watch party. I don't know what that is. But everybody just ignore that and let's have fun. Okay? So you're going to have about a tablespoon of that. So what you need is dark blue. You're going to add a little bit of black. Yeah? Yeah. Okay? You're going to have a dark blue. And then what you're going to need is you're going to need some white. Okay? Everybody's going to need about a piece of white. We're going to need some black. Everybody's going to need some black. Black attack. A little of that. And then later on, we're going to make leaf colors. Okay? But that's the last thing that we're going to do. So, all you guys need to do right now is focus on making that dark midnight blue. You're just taking your regular blue, adding a little bit of black to it, white and black. That's all you need on your plate right now. Check this out. Woo! That's it, everybody. Awesome. Okay, who's ready to get going on this spooky ookie owl? Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is, Dad, can you grab me a canvas? A canvas. All right. Apparently, I remembered everything but the canvas tonight. So, what we're going to do is everybody's going to take one last look at this, okay? Spooky owl. That's right. And what I'm going to have you do is everybody's going to take their super duper big boy, okay? Hello, Diane Williams. Scammer. I don't know what that means, guys. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to paint, okay? If there's a scammer doing something, oh well. All right, let's paint. So you guys are going to take your big boy, and tonight we're going to call that big boy Frankenstein. And what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to come in with your Frankenstein, okay? And you are going to draw a circle. What? Just a circle, right? That's all you're going to do. And then what you guys are going to do is you're going to continue to go around and around. You're going to pretend you're taking Frankenstein, and you are going to pretend that you are on a racetrack. And what are you doing on that racetrack? You're just running. Look at that. Woo! And we're going to go around and around. Look at that. Woo! Okay? And when you get to about that point, instead of going in a circle, you're going to take your big boy and you're going to swing it down like this. Because what we are creating is we are creating illumination, right? And how do we create illumination, or this style of illumination? By taking our brush and going around just like this. Okay, look at that. Oh, that's fun. And remember, a painting is never finished until we do what? We paint. I love this song. Okay. He said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, ting, walla, walla, bing, bang. Okay? All right. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get the sign just like this. And then, when you guys get to this point at the bottom, all you're going to do is you are going to swing like a monkey. So thank you, everybody that's trying to help me out with whatever's going on, okay? I appreciate that. I don't understand technology. So whatever we need to do to get rid of whatever's going on, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay? You guys are going to, at the bottom, what you're going to do is you're just going to swing like a Kool-Aid smile or a monkey going back and forth on your canvas. Look at that. How awesome is that, right? Happy monkey. And then, what do I teach you guys? Super important that a painting is never finished until we paint our top, our sides, and our bottom, right? So as you're going along, you guys are going to paint the top, the sides, and the bottom. Okay? But never the bottom first because you'll get a sticky bottom. Okay? So I'm going to come up. I'm going to paint my top. Okay? Not going to paint that side because I'll turn into a little paint monster. Ching chang, walla walla bing bang. All right, you guys, check her out. What? I know. Pretty exciting. Okay, now, the next thing we're going to do, okay, what happens with illumination? Well, with illumination, you guys create light around that moon, okay? And, hi, Angela McKenney, how are you, sweet pea? And then the farther we get away from the moon, okay, the darker it's going to get. So, what I'm going to have you guys do next, with a dirty brush, we're not even cleaning off Frankenstein. Okay, you're going to grab a little bit of white, and watch this. You're going to come in around that moon, just around that moon. Look at that. While it's still wet. And we're going to create that illumination on top. All right, see that? Woo! So we got that ring around our moon. Moony, moony. I like a big moon. How about you guys? Ooh, yeah. Give me a big old shiny moon. I saw one the other night. It was beautiful. So that's the thing, you guys. This is what I want you to promise me, okay? For the next couple of weeks, right? While the world is going crazy on us, that you guys will make sure that your kiddos and your young people enjoy the spirit of the holidays, Halloween-y, fall, Festivus for the rest of us, whatever you guys want to call it. But I want those babies to have fun. When we're stressed, they feel it, they see it, but you're going to rise above and you are going to make this a beautiful season for them so that when they grow up, they have all those fun memories too, right? Who cares? Carving pumpkins, picking apples, throwing apples at your neighbors. No, not that. My sister and I used to bite one and leave it on the tree. I know that's naughty. Oh, well. Okay? So what we've done is we've taken that white, just like that, okay? And we've created that illumination around the moon. Look at that. See? And all we did was we grabbed white and we basically pulled it in through those lines that we've already created, right? Can you guys see that? And you can add as much as you want. You want to add a little more? Go in there. Add more. It's your world. Right? And if there is a scammer, how you doing, scammer? Hopefully you're a peanut too. Okay, add as much of that illumination as makes your heart happy. You can keep working it in. If you like those live lines, okay? By live lines, I mean ones that you can actually see like that. You can put those in there. Okay, look at that. That's another live line. Okay, if you like live lines, just add them in. Keep them in there. Don't brush them out. Okay, there you go. All right, so there's the top part of our illumination. Now, you guys remember, okay? There's the pause feature, there's the stop feature, there's the rewind feature, all of those things. So if I'm going too fast for you, make sure you utilize all those things on your computer. All right, now, next thing you guys are going to do, we're going to create a little bit of darkness in the bottom. Why? Because we have all of this light around the moon, and so we're going to create a little bit of darkness around the bottom. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you guys re-wet that brush, okay? We are going to add a second layer of that dark blue down here so that it's nice and wet. Okay? And so that we get our brain and our hand and our muscle memory. Okay? All right, so now it's nice and wet. What I'm going to have you guys do, notice we have not washed Frankenstein once. I'm going to have you take a little bit of black on your brush and watch this. 1, 2, 3. 3 dots. Just 3 tiny dots. Wipe that brush off on your paper towel and watch this. You're going to pull that black into that wet blue. Okay, if you need to add a little more, add another dot, just like that. Okay, and pull that in, just like this. And that's how we create that darkness in the bottom that we love so much. Okay, can you guys see that up close? Oh, that's beautiful. Look at our Halloweeny painting. Yes, sirree. There we go. Maybe I'll add a little more. Tiny bit. But make sure you guys are wiping off your brush before you try to brush any black into that bottom. Okay? There. How do you like that, guys? And that's how you create that beautiful spooky-ooky effect in the sky. We start off with a dark blue, tiny bit of black. That is key because black is a naughty color. It loves to travel, okay? So everybody, you start off with the tiniest bit of black, okay? All right. Now, next thing we're going to do, we are going to, oh, excuse me. Oh, I seem to have an itch. Ah, okay. Oh, that feels better. Oh, yes. Adjust my glasses, please, would you? Oh, not poke my eye out, though. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to have everybody do, everybody's going to grab their medium brush. This guy right here. See this guy? All right. And I am going to call him tonight. Ooh, Michael Jackson. You guys can't see me doing the moonwalk. Okay. I'm going to call this guy my, let's see, Frankenstein Dracula. I'm going to call my medium brush Dracula, okay? And what we're going to do with the medium brush is everybody is going to load it up with white. Can you guys see that? All right? And what we're going to do is this little hole that we left up in here, we are going to create a beautiful moon. Look at that. Okay? Don't worry if you're going outside the lines. All right? And whenever we create a sphere, what we do is we paint it in a circular motion. Okay? Now you guys may need to carve out this moon with your little brush first. And let me tell you this, okay? Every time you try to create a sphere, what you're going to do is you're going to create a small circle. You can always make that moon bigger, but you can never make it smaller. And trust me, it grows every time you try to make a moon. Okay? So start off with a small moon, and then let it get bigger naturally as you try to round it out. See, look at that. Mine continues to grow. Okay, and then what you guys are going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to paint in that moon in a circular motion. Now, some people are like, Nicole, what's going on? There's a little bit of blue in the moon. Absolutely. And if you guys choose, okay, you can paint that all white. But I like the blue in the moon. I think it kind of adds to the picture, so I'm going to leave it. Okay? Oh, Ava said hi. Hello, Miss Ava. How are you, Ava McKinney? God love her. I love the littles. All right. So can everybody see that? We've created our moon. Beautiful. And again, I like to leave that little blue in there. But you guys might want to paint it out and paint white. We can do that after halftime. Okay, there's that. Awesome. So, we've got our illumination. We've got our darkness, our dark blue. We've got a moon. Well, I found a lump on my moon. I can't have that. Oh, good Lord. We can't have a dinosaur egg moon. There we go. I'm telling you, it's all fun and games till you have a lumpy, bumpy moon. Okay, much better. All right, now, next thing that we are going to do, last thing before halftime is I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to teach you how to create a beautiful, beautiful tree, okay? Now, first thing that you guys are going to do is you're going to take a little bit of black on your plate. You know, I would say about 1/4 teaspoon of black. You're going to move it away from your other black, and you're going to take some of that dark blue that you've already made, or that dark blue, and you're going to add that to the black. Why are we doing that, Nicole? Well, we're doing that because we're going to create a beautiful knoll for our tree to sit on. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to have that knoll the same color as our tree, because we won't be able to see our tree roots, which are very important. So when you create this color, it's about one hue lighter than this color right here. So it's about one hue lighter than black. All right, you guys seen that? Yeah, that's my knoll. All right. Now I'm going to come in on this side. Watch this. I'm going to come down with my little, what's his name? Ooh, his name is, I forgot his name already. Boom, chakalaka. Oh, I know, Dracula. Dracula. All right, see that? And I'm going to put just a line or a line for my knoll that outlines that little hill that my tree's going to sit on. Okay, can you guys see that? Beautiful. And we're using that color that's just a little bit lighter than black so that we can see our tree roots when we paint those. All right, you guys see that? Gorgeous, okay? Now I'm going to grab my Frankenstein. There we go. Dry them off so you don't get the dripsies. And you're going to grab that color that you just made and you're going to paint in your knoll, just like this. Okay, get that knoll painted in. And you guys at home that are painting on an easel, you're going to paint it around the side. Oh, you just saw my naked side. I know. But if I'm holding it, so what happens is I turn into a paint monster. So make sure that you wrap that around the side of your canvas, okay? There you go, guys. And then I'm taking my fancy fan over here. I'm going to dry that knoll off just a little bit so that I can put a tree on top. Ooh. Okay. Feel free to stand up and boogie while you dry your knoll. I'm having so much fun by myself tonight. I'm having my own Halloween party. So every time we do a Halloween painting, we have 2 more this month, okay? Next Sunday, the Sunday after, you're going to see a different costume. I know it's exciting. Okay, if you are on here tonight and you haven't said hello to me, shout out hello. I want to see who's on here. Let me go all the way up and see. Whoop, not that way. Just Louise. All right, let's see who else is on. Oh, goodness. Tanya Pillsbury. Did I already mix the blue and the black? Yes, sweetie. When I started out with a mixture that I had made. Are you going to dress up for our paint night? Jen Rennie Smith. Of course, girl. We painting a boo. You know I will. Hi, Debbie Doe. How are you? I love your name, honey. All right. Did we mix it before we start? Yes, Tanya Pillsbury. Yes, you do. And if you didn't do that before you started, honey, that's okay. Patricia Poison. Hello, Patricia. Nancy Hogue, Miss Robin. How you guys doing? Are you in New Jersey or are you in Maine? Which one? I bet you guys are in Maine. Okay, let's see who else. Debbie Doe. Thank you. All right, Nancy Hogue. And Kenny, but he's not painting. Why am I not surprised, Kenny? Get on this little spooky ookie owl. All right, you guys. Awesome. I love my people. I love my people. All right, there's that. Okay, so by now, that little knoll that you guys made should be dry enough. Okay, because now we're going to put the tree on. Okay, so in Maine. Oh, cool, you guys. Good, I'm so glad. All right, now to do that grassy knoll, this is what I'm going to have you guys do. Okay, everybody's going to grab, I'm going to turn down my music a little. Here we go. Can't do 2 things at once, by golly, by golly. Everybody's going to grab their medium brush. Hey, Glenda Wilson. Amy McGee. Oh, hi, honey. How are you? I miss you too, sweetie. Rebecca Anderson. I am painting with Tina Marie Murray. Yeah! Awesome! Okay, so So everybody is going to grab their medium brush, okay? You're going to take a deep breath, all right? And towards the top of your nose, because we want to have enough room for our roots. So towards the top of your nose, I'm going to start. Can you guys see that black dot? That's where I'm going to start. And you guys are going to go just like that. Top to bottom, people. I know all my OCDs are like, no, don't make me do it, Nicole. You're going to do it. Be strong. Be tough. Give it to her. Okay? Just like that. And then what I'm going to have you guys do, you are going to grab this brush. You're going to go about, well, we'll start like about an inch from the top. And what you're going to do is you're going to come down just like this. Okay? And you're going to stop right there. Look at that. All right? See what I did? Now I want this tree because it's not ending at the top of my page. So I am going to give it a little girth up here too. See that? Look at that. All right? And now you guys are going to fill in the trunk of that tree. So now what you have is you have a tree trunk, like the trunk of my body, okay? For all of you guys that know me in person, all right? This is how I teach trees, okay? Just like that. Now, unlike most trees, this tree is going to show the roots. We want this tree to be nice and spooky, don't we? So now we've got this line. I'm going to take my medium brush, I'm going to put it away, and what I'm going to have you guys do is grab your little brush. You're going to grab your little titmouse. And tonight, we're going to call him Boo Berry. After that cereal, remember we have Count Dracula, we have Frankenstein. Well, we're going to call this guy Boo Berry. Yes, sir. And it's dark mud. I think it will take a day or so to dry. I'll come back to it then. See you Wednesday night. Oh, no. Oh, no, Miss Kelly. Okay. So, what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to grab some black on your brush. Okay? And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come out just like this. And just like a tree limb, okay, we're going to add our first root. Can you guys see that? It goes straight down. We're wiggling it out, all right? Wiggle out that root. Oh, got a little hair coming out of there. I guess we're saving that for later. Okay, see that? And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down. We're going to wiggle out our second root. All right, and these roots are spooky. They're spooktacular. All right, look at that. They're just like little tendrils coming out of that tree. Can you see that? Yeah, there's the next spooky root. Spooky ooky ooky. Okay? There's number 2. We're going to come in with number 3. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start attaching those roots in different places. Can you see that? So that way they don't just look like little weird fingers coming out. So what you're going to do is you're going to start attaching them together right about here. See that? Now they look like they belong together, don't they? Yeah. Oh. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do next, my next root is going to go in the opposite direction. So here we go. You ready for this? Woo! Look at that. Okay, see that guy? He's going in the opposite direction, isn't he? He says, I'm leaving you, root family. See him? Ooh, spooky root. Okay. And then we're going to come in here with our next one. And notice how I'm wiggling that brush as I do that root. See that? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And I'm filling in. Okay, can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Tree finger. Okay, there we go. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. See that? And then I'm going to add one more root. Why? Because I feel like it towards the end of this tray. Okay, let's see how far this guy's going to go. He's going to go down pretty far. All right, I'm going to keep him. Make sure this tree is nice and rooted. Look at that. Okay, see that? And there we go. There are your tree roots. And they're all black, but you've created a nice lighter knoll, okay? And then you're just going to go in and fill in any sections that don't look right to you. All right? Looks kind of like a spider or something. There, look at that. Boom. There. See that? Ooh, nice roots you got there, tree. Bring this guy down a little bit further. All right, and those are my tree roots. Okay? And then, once we're done with our roots, we've got to focus on our tree again. So, this guy, we have his trunk. Now, we've got to give that tree arms, don't we? Yes, we do. Look at that. And so I'm going to grab a little bit of black, and I'm going to give my tree his first tree arm. All right? And this guy is kind of simple. So the first one I'm going to give him the arm that the owl sits on. So this is probably the most important tree arm. Okay, so watch this. I'm taking a little bit of black on that, and I'm bringing it around. Woo! Okay, and it gets thinner at the end. Yes, I did, you guys. I went from one side to the other. All right? And the most important thing when you're drawing trees is that you always want to attach those arms to the tree. You're saying, Nicole, how do I do that? All right, let me show you. You're going to go about 3/4 of the way into that tree. You're going to make a little triangle following the angle of that tree, and look at this. Okay? Now, see that? That motion just attached that arm to the tree. And now you're going to fill it in. Okay? You want to make sure that every limb that you do on a tree is attached to the tree. And not just a weird line sticking out of the side of the tree. Do you see how that becomes one with the tree? Just like a flying squirrel under your arm. Do you see how it attaches to your body? Okay, if I just had a nice thing sticking out like, well, actually that does look like an arm, but how can I explain this? Hi, Tanya Pillsbury from Maine. Okay, see that? That's my first arm. Now, let me see. Okay, I'm going to do my second arm. And this guy is going to be a little different because we're doing a spooky tree. Okay, so this guy is going to come out just like this. Now, can you see if I just left it like that, how it doesn't look like it's part of the tree? I have to come in here and I have to bring it, and I've got to actually attach it to that tree to make that arm look like a tree. Okay? There we go. There's number 2. That's my second arm on my Halloween tree. Okay? Oh, spooky, okay. All right. Now, what we're going to do next is I'm going to give him another arm. But this arm is going to do this. It's going to go right around that moon. Look at that. Ooh, boo-ha-ha. Okay, this arm is going to go right around the moon. I'm going to fill it in so that it's nice and a little bit of girth there. I take it 3/4 of the way up, and look at that. I create that point where the arm attaches to the tree. See that? Okay, look at that. See that? Beautiful. All right. Now, what we do on one side, we got to do on the other, huh? So I'm going to add an arm over here. Can you see that tree arm? Now, if I just left it like that, it wouldn't look like it was part of the tree, would it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it down, and attach it to the tree, just like this. See that? Boom. There's that arm. I feel like I need another arm on that tree, so I'm going to bring this one up here. Just add a little tiny arm. Why? Just because I feel like it. Okay, so there's another arm on my Halloween tree. Hey, hey, Loretta Rayburn. Hey, hi, Loretta. How are you, honey? How you do? Okay, I'm attaching that, the arm to the tree, just like that. All right, now I've got those arms on one side of the tree. I got one arm on the other. I'm going to have to add a couple more, right? Yeah. All right. So, here we go. Here's another one. See that? All right, and then I'm going to attach that arm to the tree. I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm teaching your brain how to do a spooky ooky tree. This tree's got a lot of arms, doesn't it? Oh, it's reaching out. Da, 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 da. Okay? Now, I'm going to add one more on the other side. Okay? We'll add one over here. And then we attach it. See that guy? There. That's a start of a pretty cool looking Halloween tree, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Now, for all you guys who are wondering, this video is going to stay on my page for 1 week, okay? Share it with your friends. Make sure everybody watches it, gets a chance to do a spooky ooky tree and some little beautiful Halloween owls or Halloween owl, okay? Now, we've added the body of our tree. We've added the arms on our tree. What else does our tree need? Phalanges, tree fingers, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to add a bunch of tree fingers. Watch this. Okay, now remember, this is the branch that your owl's sitting on. So be careful with those tree fingers. All right, you're going to come down here. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice little finger, right? And then you're going to branch them out. Look. Ooh, see that? Those are my tree fingers. That's what makes trees interesting. You give them a trunk, you give them arms, and then you give them little fingers. Okay? And that's it. That's how you create interesting trees. Look at that. There's that. And I'm not going to have you guys do a lot to this branch simply because this is the branch where your owl's going to sit. We'll add a little more, but I want to keep that nice, important space right in here for Mr. Owl. Okay, so we'll start over here. We'll branch up here, give this a little bit of an interesting pokey. All right. There's that. And I'll add a few fingers here. Not too many because I don't want to interfere with Mr. Owl. You want him to have a nice perch to sit on, right? Yes, sir. Can you see that? And I've left this whole space for my owl. Look at that. Good idea, huh? Okay. Now, I'm going to go branch off on this arm. Look at this. Boom. Okay, if you feel the need to crisscross applesauce, guess what? It happens in the real world. So, take this branch, bring it up. Boom, look at that. That's all right. That's what happens in the real world. Okay? You guys are going to do this. This. There we go. Okay? Look at that. There. Those are nice tree fingers, huh? And you know what? These come in time. People say, Nicole, you make it look so easy. Well, you know, guys, I have been teaching these classes now for 6 years. You know, and I probably teach, about 5 to 6 a week for the past 6 years. So to me, these things are easy, making tree limbs, but it's just muscle memory. So the more you practice, okay, the more you're going to be able to do this in your sleep. I do it in my sleep. I actually do. I'm not even kidding. I draw trees in my sleep. Okay? So you're going to do the same thing to all of these little branches, okay? You're just going to add as many or as few of those phalanges off these things that make your heart happy. All right? Don't be afraid to crisscross applesauce. See that? Okay, bring them up. Woo! And when you guys are doing trees, this is huge, okay? You need to remember that all of those fingers on the tree, all the phalanges, what are they doing? They're reaching to the sky to get all the nutrients from the sun, right? So never make the phalanges on your tree go down or point to the ground. They all want the good stuff from the sun. So they're all going to reach to the sky. Okay? Never going to point down or backwards or sideways. I mean, yeah, they're going to point out because they get heavy, but they're never going to point down to the ground. Can you see how all my phalanges point upward? All my tree fingers are pointing up towards the sky. Okay? Because that's where they get all the good stuff. And that's what makes a tree a tree. All right? Here we go. We're going to just keep at it. Why? Because I know you guys are like, what the heck? There we go. Look at that. See that? So the more of those tree fingers that you add, the more interesting your tree gets. My knoll is too dark, but my roots are blending in. It will need to let... Okay. Well, don't worry, you guys. This is what I want to show you, Tanya. Okay? Even if your knoll is too dark, okay, sweetie? What we're going to do is we're going to be adding some of that moonlight into our roots. Okay, see this? We're going to highlight those roots. And if you need to highlight them on the other side, you go for it, girl. Don't worry about tweaking your knoll. You're going to be all right. Okay? Don't you worry, Medea. All right? Because we'll be highlighting those roots later. All right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add a few more of these bad boys. That one looks a little funky. That's all right. I don't care. All right. Oh, I love this song. My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. All right, and you add as many or as few of those little phalanges as makes your heart happy. The more you add, the funner your tree is going to get. Look at that. Woo! I know. Spooky. I'm going to add one more right here. Just because I'm feeling like it. Okay? There we go. Muscle memory, you guys. Once you do this 5,000 times, you too. It's going to come so easy. Nancy Hogue, I think you're getting there. I see all the paintings you're doing. Okay, So I'm going to stop right there. Can you guys see this? Can you see my fun spooky ooky tree? You guys make yours as interesting as you want to. Oops, I forgot this little spot. I got to get this guy a little more. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right, we'll get a few more in there. Oh, it looks like I did a double tree. I don't like that. So we'll do this. There. Okay? Now, when you guys get all of your phalanges in there, you have successfully made it to halftime. Wow. Okay? Before I go and give you guys 4 minutes, what I'm going to tell you is what you're going to need for the next half when we mix some colors together. You're going to need some brown, yellow, white, red, and orange. Brown, yellow, white, red, and orange. Okay? Red, orange, yellow, brown, white. All right? So make sure the loss of natural light makes this harder, or I'm just getting old. I hear you, girl. Excuse me. Okay, you guys. So when I see you in 5 minutes, I want you to have those 5 colors: red, orange, yellow, brown, and white. Okay? Take 5 minutes. Make your bladder gladder. Stretch your bones. Ooh, walk away from that painting. Go grab another glass of wine, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. I'm trying to give you guys the full 5 minutes, but you know I get ants in my pants. So, for anybody that has not liked Artful Nights Maine, paint art and henna parties on Facebook, like my page, okay, you guys? I do these free shows every Sunday night, which, well, not every Sunday night. I try to, but I got a lot of shows in the real world, so if I have shows in the real world, I can't do them on here. But, let me tell you what. Here are our 2 Halloween shows that are coming up. I'm going to give you 2, okay? And the first one, I can't remember which one we're doing next week. Because, that's how, I'm old. So, no, I'm not old, I'm young. But this is our next Halloweeny painting, okay? We're doing the 2 kitties sitting on the fence. Oh, aren't they cunning? Oh, they are. Meow, meow. All right, so that's our next Halloweeny. I think that one might be next Sunday. Then I take a week off because I'm going away for the weekend. And our final Halloweeny painting is going to be this one. Ooh, spooky Halloween kitty. Big Cat is next week. Thank you, Kelly. I always have a beautiful person out there that takes care of me. Thank you, honey. So this one is happening next week. The big Halloween kitty. And then we take a week off and cute double kitties. See that? Beautiful, you guys. So I hope you join me for all of our Halloweeny shows. Feel free at home to get dressed up, okay? Your kids are going to wonder what you're doing, all right? Enjoy this Halloweeny time because it only comes once a year. Wait till Christmas. Woo! So again, my name is Artist Nicole. Halftime and drawing a blank. That's all right. Happens. That's okay. It's all good. Oh, I know what I was going to show you guys how to do. I talked to you about mixing colors, okay, for your fall leaves. So what I'm going to have everybody do, I hope everybody's back. Looks like I got I got about a few of you guys. All right. So my nose too dark, my rich blend, and Kelly. Eric wants me to do the big cat for him. That's why I knew. Good. We're also doing a fundraiser for Eric next week. So if you guys are close to Sabattis, Maine, please come to Mixers on Wednesday. We're doing a beautiful fall barn, and it is a fundraiser. We're raising money to raise the roof for Eric. So I hope you guys can make that. It's a live show. You guys get to meet me in person. That will be fun. So let's talk about mixing colors, okay? Now, on this original painting, what I did was I wanted these colors to look a little different than normal colors you can get in the store. And I always have a pre-mixed version of Halloween colors or fall colors because they don't follow normal rules, okay? So, the first color I want you guys to notice would be, let me see here, I'll grab my little pointer, okay? The first color I want you guys to notice is this very light yellow. Can you see that? The very light yellow. Let me see if I can get it closer. Very light yellow. See this guy right here? All right. And that's made, this is what it looks like when it's all mixed. But that's made by taking one part. So when I say one part, I'm talking about a very little amount. Probably about a quarter teaspoon of yellow and mixing it with a quarter teaspoon of white. Okay? So I'm going to have you guys go ahead and do that right now. You're going to take a little bit of yellow and mix it with white until you get this color. And it's a very light, creamy, buttery yellow. I know it's kind of hard to see those on the computer. But, so you're going to have about half a teaspoon of that color when we go to put it in on your tree. Okay? Nice. And we're going to have you make 3 different colors for these leaves. All right, that's one. Okay, so everybody, you guys mix that together. Yeah, all right. Had to like fight my dog for this costume. Apparently he thought it was like a chew toy. We wrestled for it. Mine, mine. Okay, now the next color I have you make, again, we're only making about a half a teaspoon, okay? And when I say it's your world, I absolutely mean that. So if you don't feel like mixing these colors and you just want to use straight up red, orange, red, orange, yellow, go for it. It's your world. You don't have to follow my rules, okay? But if you do want to try something new, this is when we're going to do it, okay? So the next color that I'm going to show you guys how to make. Look at that. It's going to be this guy right here. See him? Right there. And it's like a mustardy color, okay? Can you see that? It's like a mustardy yellow. And how that's achieved is, this is my mustard right here, is you take a little bit of yellow, you mix it with a little bit of brown, okay? And you get a nice mustardy color. And if initially it's too dark, what you're going to do, 1 part yellow to 1 part brown. If it's too dark initially, you're just going to grab a couple of scoops of white. Add that in there and make your favorite mustardy color, mustardy yellow, okay? And the third color I'm going to show you guys how to make, hold on, is, hold on. This color is going to be, I call it my tomato soup red, all right? Tomato soup red. And if you look at it up close, this is what it looks like. See those red leaves right there? Tomato soup red. And that's achieved by, you guys are going to take 1 part red, so a 1/4 teaspoon of red. I'm going to do this with you because, and I see some more people just joined. Okay, if you guys are just coming in, I want you to rewind because I just taught you how to make the colors that you're going to need for the next hat. If you want to do that, you can use straight up red, orange, yellow, up to you. But if you want to make some different colors, this is how you do it. So you're going to take 1 part red and you're going to take 1 part orange. And if you notice, my orange is even tinted down with a little brown. And you're going to mix those two together and you're going to end up with a tomato soup orange. So it's not quite red, it's not quite orange, it's a tomato soup orange. Add a little more of that there. Okay, beautiful. And that is my fun fall colors that I use not just for this, but if you guys see me in the real world, you'll notice I'm using some different colors this time of year for different paintings, just because for me, fall is not about bright colors. It's about these muted brown tones and muted orange tones and mustardy yellow tones. Okay, and there you go. All right, so we did a light yellow, which was 1 part yellow, 1 part white, light yellow. We did a mustard color, 1 part yellow, 1 part brown, 1 part white. If you need the white to tone down the mustard. If not, keep it mustard. It's all about your taste. And then we did a tomato soup orange, red, which is 1 part red and 1 part orange. And you're just going to take just a very little amount of each one of those colors, mix them together, have fun with it, and you're creating your first colors, your first fall color scheme, okay? Yeah! All right, you guys. Now, who is ready to get going with Mr. Owl? I know I am. Okay. So, what I am going to have you guys do first, okay, is I forgot to pour out these colors here. So I've got my tomato soup orange. I have got my light yellow, my little buttery yellow, and I have got my mustard color. All right, you guys want to see that? Oh, whoops, here we go. No. There we go. See those three? Disregard that. That's dry. Okay, those are my 3 fall tones that I'm going to be using for the leaves. And what I am going to have you guys do first is, I seem to have another itch. Okay, so what I'm going to have you guys do, I think I'm so funny. Oh, I do have an itch under here, though. God, this thing's a pain in the boobies. All right, so what you guys are going to do first, you're going to grab your little blueberry. I'm going to turn off my fan because I'm getting a little chilly. All right, grab Mr. Blueberry. You're going to grab a little bit of that buttery yellow on him, okay? Just a little bit of that buttery yellow that we made, which was 1 part yellow, 1 part white. And what you guys are going to do first is we're going to come in on this tree, all right? And you're kind of just going to come down, not a perfect line, okay? It's a way to highlight a tree that is not conventional, but see that? So you're going to come in, okay, guys, and you're just going to add a little bit of the highlight from that moon shining down on your tree, okay? We're not going to bother doing it on all the limbs because what's going to happen is once we get our leaves on there, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, so it doesn't really make much sense. Okay, so we're going to start off highlighting our tree like that. As I said, it's not a big solid line, just kind of like a, like Halloween, all right? So we did that side of the tree, and now what we're going to do is we're going to come in these little roots, okay? See that? I took that same buttery yellow and I'm adding light on top of the roots. But let me show you that up close. Can you see how it's not perfect? It's not a straight line. I'm kind of following all those lumps and bumps that would naturally occur on a tree. See that? There's number 2. And I think it was Tanya that was struggling with the fact that she didn't make her knoll light enough. Well, this right here should combat that problem, Miss Tanya, okay? You're just going to add a little bit more on this guy right here. All right? Make these interesting. Make them fun. All right? Look at that. Okay? There's my Halloween roots. And if you need to, okay, if you didn't make your knoll dark enough, you're going to take a little bit of that buttery yellow and mix it with a tiny bit of black. Okay, a tiny bit of black, not too much, but you're going to make like a grayish buttery yellow, okay? And what you're going to do is you can come in on this side of the tree, all right, and add a few highlights to this side of the roots too. Okay, there's just getting the tip of that little moonlight. See that? Okay, if you need to. If you didn't make your knoll light enough, okay? It's toned down. It's not as light as the other side. Okay? But you guys can add those in too if you need to. Okay? There you go. That should combat the knoll problem. All right. Awesome. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is everybody, this so much fun. I love this. I love leaves, and I love bringing them in. So, basically, with this tree, it doesn't follow the same rules as a lot of the other trees we do. A lot of the trees that I teach people, I teach you guys that a tree doesn't just go this way, it also goes this way. So we pack in random places. But this tree in particular is a little bit more controlled than most of the trees we do. And what I mean by that is you guys are going to see that the trees actually follow the pattern of the limbs, okay? Unlike most trees, this tree actually follows the pattern of the limbs. And you guys are going to come down here and we're going to do some on the ground. So, how do we make leaves? Let me show you. You guys are going to grab your medium brush, okay? This guy right here. You're going to take him and you're going to put him in the bath water. Give him a bath. Frank? No. Dracula. 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 Okay? And you guys are going to squeeze him out. Now, I like my Dracula, but it's a really soft tip. So you can use a little bit more of a hard tip if you want to. And basically, what you're going to do is you're going to turn your Dracula into a pecker, a woodpecker. Okay? Don't you be naughty now. All right? And what I mean by that is you're going to use this motion right here. Peck, 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 peck. Just like a beak. Woodpecker with a beak. Okay? Now don't get all horny over my horns. Okay? I'm horny tonight. Okay? So basically what you guys are going to do is you're going to use this motion just like this. Okay? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my lightest color, which would be that buttery yellow. All right? And this is going to be my first layer. Okay? So here we go. Okay? Look at that. Boom. There she is. There she goes, Batman. And I'm just packing away. Okay? Now, this one I want to use the least of. Okay? And again, I'm following the pattern of the tree on this one. Normally I wouldn't. I'd be going all over the place. And I'm not adding that much, okay? I'm adding just a little bit. This is my foundation color. And the further I get in out of those limbs, the less of that buttery color I use. Okay, see that? And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, here we go. Here's this one. All right. I'm going to leave a space for Mr. Owl to sit on, so I'm not going to go crazy right here. But, okay, Mr. Owl's going to sit right here. I'm going to leave that space fairly empty. Come in. Look at that. Boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. Light little touches right there. Make sure you're moving your brush all around so not all those leaves are going in the same direction like I already done. Okay, leaves do not follow rules. Okay, see that? Nice. All right, grab some more of that buttery yellow. We're going to come over here. We're going to give this guy some. See that? All right. And this is very hard for people that are very organized in their lives, in their daily lives. The same people that struggle with random. You're going to struggle with leaves too. But actually, this is a good painting for you because the fact is that this is a more controlled tree than we've ever done. Okay? So you do have some control in this guy. All right? All right, so just don't think. As hard as it's going to be for you, don't think, just pack, okay? And I know that's really hard for some people, and I don't ever mean to downplay it, all right? Because I know that's hard for some of you, all right? But you're just coming in random places, and you're pecking out this first color. All right, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. You know, I always try to, make these weird noises or whatever, and you think that I'm doing that on purpose. Like, I know, Robin Hood, you are really struggling with this one. I know you are, girl, but you just trust the process. Let yourself go. Let that hand go, all right? And you stop thinking, and you just pack, okay? Look at that. Right? Nothing that, just kind of boom, bada, right? Oh, I'm thinking about the toast I had this morning with a little bit of peanut butter on it. That's right. I'm getting out of my head, and I'm just letting myself, my little freak flag fly. You guys know I have a freak flag, don't you? Okay. And there we go. Look, beautiful. Okay, so that's my first layer, my first foundation of color. I'm going to come up in here a little more. All right, I want to add a little bit more of this up there. Okay, can you see that? Beautiful. And then I'm going to stop. Done. Boom. All over with that color, except for the ground. So on the ground, what I'm going to do is purposefully, I'm going to avoid those roots. Okay, I'm going to go in between my roots, all right, so that I don't, cover up my roots, because the roots are part of the spooky-ooky atmosphere we're going on. And if you see, okay, I barely am holding this brush. Barely. Just barely. I'm definitely not clenching it hard, okay, as some of you are. Oh, okay. Just nice, gentle touches. Look at that. Beautiful. And once you guys get that first layer of color in there, okay, don't go crazy. Don't go nutty buddy. Don't just overdo it. You're just going to relax and let yourself go, okay? And then you're going to wash off your brush. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Okay? Dry it off so you don't get the dripsies. It's so funny. I'm waiting for my son to come home because he didn't get the memo that Mom was going to be dressed up like a ram tonight. It should be funny. Okay, so what you guys are going to do next, you've cleaned off your brush. You've squeezed him out. Look at that. Ooh, baby, baby. And you're going to grab some of that mustard color. Okay? Start at the same place we did here. All right? Yes, occasionally you're going to go over the same leaf. That's okay. All right? And you're going to add some new spaces. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. I'm going in. I'm doing me. Look. Okay? Here's my second layer of color. Nice little pokey dokey doos. Turning the brush every which way. Somewhat following the pattern of those branches, but I'm not going crazy. I'm not sticking to them. I don't want to truffle a tree. Okay, look at that. Here we go. Boom. Coming in. There. Yeah, I'm going over some of my yellow ones. That's all right. Blending them together. Yeah, maybe I'll put a few down below. All right. I'm relaxed. Ooh, look at that. Okay, going in there. Zoom. Again, we're leaving that open space for Mr. Owl. Hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll pond? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there we go. Those neurons are firing. Okay, look at that. Coming in there. Beautiful. And again, stop yourself before you go crazy. Check yourself before you wreck your picture, okay? You gotta know when to find that balance and when to stop touching it. You don't want to just keep pecking like a woodpecker after a bug, okay? You do want to know when to stop yourself because sometimes pecking feels so good that we want to just keep on pecking until, you know, but you do need to know when to stop. Look at that. Okay. There you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, happy, happy, happy. All right, I guess that's enough. Let me look at it. A little bit there. Okay. And remember, it's fall, so some of these trees are going to be naked. Why? Because they're on the ground, right? But that looks like a good stopping point. About that much. Okay, you guys can't hear my rusted root in the background, but it's good. Now I'm going to take that rust color, go down on the ground, fill up that ground with those leaves that are falling. See that? Try to avoid the roots as much as you can. There. And I guess I'm done. See that? Give you guys seasickness. All right, see that? Beautiful. There we go. That's feeling fallish, isn't it? Ooh. Okay. Now what you guys are going to do, you're going to wash off that brush again. Okay. And here we go. Last layer of color. This is the beautiful layer that's going to make it pop. This is your tomato soup orange, red. Tomato soup red, tomato soup orange, whatever. Tomato. Funny. Okay, ready? Here we go. This is where it all comes together. Look at that. All right. Take that brush. This layer, you are not thinking. You are certainly not trying to avoid anything. Okay, just bring in that tomato soup, baby. Look at that. Make sure you're turning your brush every which way. Okay, you don't want your leaves to all look a certain way. You don't want them to be uniform. And remember, when we're creating these pictures, okay, we're creating them so that they look good on a wall, not so that they look good in our face. Because if you look at any painting like this in your face, it's never going to look good. If you want to know how your painting looks, you always stand about 3 feet back, right? So that we can see the perspective, okay? Because we paint so that a painting looks good on our wall. Because that's how we're always staring at it, okay? So if you guys need to know how you're doing, then stand back about 3 feet. Oh, this red against that dark black looks so good. Oh, goodness. Here you go. I'm going to put this, I do not own this song, but I'm going to turn it up so you guys can hear it while you pack. Good pecking song. Okay, there we go. All right, and I want you guys to think about again when you were a little kid and all the magic that you had every Halloween going around when we still could. Ooh, apparently my little thing wanted to fall on the floor. Okay, and for 2.5 hours out of your life, when you spend time with me, I want you to think about nothing but art. Okay? Nothing about what's going on in this crazy world. Just art, just having fun. That's so important to me. And laugh, because I'm funny. Okay? And as I said, the next Halloween picture, get dressed up so that your kids question what the heck's going on, right? Why is my mama being so crazy? Well, why not? Make her ask questions. Make them ask questions. It's fun. Okay? There we go, you guys. This is coming together like nobody's business. Woo! Feels good. There we go. There we go. Look at that. All right. There's my red. Just feel free to add a few random leaves falling off this tree, okay? Why? Because that's what they do. Look at that. There. Well, don't put them all together like I just did, but... Okay? Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next is add red to the bottom. Whoops, I'm going to clean up my brush. I put too many colors on there. Cleaning off that brush, grabbing some more of that tomato soup orange. There we go. There, look. Woo! Look at this fall painting, you guys. I'm telling you what. Okay. There, look at that. Maybe I'll add a little tomato soup over these bright yellow ones. Tone them down a little bit. I don't think they fall off the tree if they're that bright. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, super important, you guys, okay? The most important thing to me is I can't see you. I can say hi to you, but I can't see you. So if you could, please, when you're all done your masterpiece, if you could send it to me you can email it to me at artfulnightsmaine@gmail.com. Or you can, if you like Artful Nights Maine, you can message me a picture of your masterpiece, okay? When you're all finished. It makes my morning. I wake up. I get to see your beautiful artwork. I end up sending you every single person a message because I look at every single one of them. They bring me joy, okay? And then I post them on my Facebook page. So if you guys could make sure you do that when you're all finished, okay? And there you go. There's the leaves. All right. We've got one more thing on this. Okay? We got our spooky ooky owl. So, what we are going to do next, we've got those beautiful leaves in there. Everybody is going to grab, I'm going to make this owl so easy for you guys. You're going to be like, what? Good Lord, I've been doing owls forever. Okay. So, first thing that we're going to do, Mr. Owl is always in black, okay? So what I'm going to do is, he's hanging out, he's looking at the moon. I'm going to break this down into parts and pieces. I'm going to do it first, and then I'll show you guys, okay? So, here we go. First part of Mr. Owl looks like an upside down teardrop, just like this. Hold on. What are you talking about, Nicole? I'll show you. Okay. Looks like an upside down teardrop. There we go. All right, there it is. And upside, and I'm going to make sure that I put it on my computer so it's straight so you guys can see exactly what he looks like. See that guy right there? Upside down teardrop. And unlike the original, this owl's head will be in the moon, and I think that's pretty cool. Okay? Upside down teardrop, just like that. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add a little triangle coming out like this. And that is his owl feather. Okay, there's that tail. And there's his little triangle feather. Can you guys see that? Here you go. I'll do it straight. There's his little triangle feather. Okay. There we go. Now, Sherry Stewart, she didn't pay 30. Oh my goodness, Sherry Stewart. Shame on you. Shame on you all. All right. Shame on you, Sherry Stewart. Oh, Glenda. Okay. Now, what you guys are going to do next is you're going to add a little gumdrop head on this guy. Okay? And let me show you what that looks like. It's off to the side, okay? Glenda, you are naughty. Glenda Wilson is a naughty woman. I love her with all my heart. Okay, so on top of that, what do you call this thing? Your teardrop, you guys are going to add a little gumdrop head. And it is off to the right side of that teardrop. See that little gumdrop head? That's right. Didn't know you had a gumdrop head on your owl, did ya? Okay. And then, just like Batman, your owl gets 2 ears. Let me show you. So, the first one, little triangle that goes this way. And the second one, a little triangle that goes this way. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but I filled in the first triangle. Okay? See that? And then you get 2 triangle ears. All right, you guys, and guess what? Your owl is ready to paint in. LOL, mine too. I can't wait. If you women do not send me those paintings, let me tell you what, I'm going to Brunswick and I'm going to hunt you down. I want to see pictures. Okay, now what we're going to do next, we're going to pick up our medium brush just like this. You guys are going to come in and you're going to paint in the entire owl. And guess what? When you paint it in, it's going to look like a beautiful spooky ooky owl. Sitting on that branch, showing you guys who's boss, looking for that little mouse. Okay. And at this point, what you guys are going to do next, okay, you fill them all in. Hold on, let me get my little brush. I'm going to grab my little brush, okay, and I'm just going to give him a little bit more belly action here. So I'm fattening up his belly on this side. Hi, Jackson. My little puppy just came down, okay? And then Kitty in the tree. That's not a kitty. Glenda, you're so naughty. Kitty in the tree. Oh, stop it. Now, you're so naughty. Okay. Then what you guys are going to do is you're going to give him 3 little toes. Okay? See these little owl toes down here? She's so naughty. Kitties don't have ear. Kitties don't have tails like this. Okay? You see his owl toes? Oh my gosh. She got me all verklempt. Jeez, and crow, she's so naughty. All right. So what you guys are going to do is, if you need to, you can make his tail a little longer. Just like this. Kitty in the tree. She's such a dirt. All right. There. Okay. There we go. Now it's not a kitty in the tree. All right. Now, last thing you guys are going to do on Mr. Owl is you're going to come in with a little bit of that buttercream on your little brush, and you're going to add a few highlights on the top of his head, on his ear. See that? Maybe a little on the side. Come down his little wing here. Oh, goodness gracious. If you guys knew Glenda Wilson in person, jeez, she's naughty. All right, look at that. And when you guys have your highlights on your owl is complete. You guys did it. You made it through Spooky Ookie Owl Night. Yes, I am so proud of you. Make sure you add your famous artist signature to the lower left or right hand corner, whichever one you prefer. Okay? That way, when you guys bring these to the Met, let me tell you what, they're going to know who did it. All right, here we go. And flip them over, paint your bottom, paint Glenda Wilson's bottom if she lets you. And your masterpiece is complete, everybody. Yay! Okay? I will see you all again next Sunday for the Spooky Ookie Kitty. This guy right here. Ooh, I see you, Glenda Wilson. Okay? You guys have a fabulous night. I love you. And I will see you all next week. Mwah! Bye.